question 5.3, okay, the graph of annexure C shows the number of candidates who sat for the NSC examinations in mathematics, technical mathematics, and mathematics literacy for the period of 2014 to 2019. Okay, so let us have a look at this annexure C that they are talking about here. This is the annexure C that they are talking about, right? And annexure C basically shows the number of learners that sat down to write mathematics, technical mathematics, and mathematics literacy from 2014 to 2019. So it's just showing the learners that wrote from that period, okay, of 2014 to 2019. Let's have a look on your y-axis. Okay, on your y-axis, right, you've got the number of learners or the candidates. Okay, candidates is just number of learners, right? Okay, and then on your x-axis, right, axis shows the number of years. Okay, so on your y-axis, you've got the number of candidates or the number of learners that's set to write the papers, and in your x-axis, you've got the years. Okay, right. So let's have a look. So we're given a key here. Okay, we are given a key. We can see that, okay, the ones with third line going like that slanted line there, that shows the mathematics literacy, though. That's the mathematics literacy learners, right? The solid or the colored in line, that's your technical mathematics. That's your technical mathematics. And then the shaded line, right? So that's the shaded line that shows your mathematics learners, right? So that's the key that we've been given here to help us analyze this stacked bar graph. Okay, because guys, we do agree that this is not an ordinary bar graph, right? Because they've stacked the mathematics literacy values, the mathematics, the pure mathematics values, as well as the technical mathematics values on one bar, right? So it's not just a normal bar graph, but it is a stacked bar graph. Okay, so I'm sure we also agree with that. And this is also not a histogram, right? Because with the histogram, right, we don't have these open spaces here. We don't have those open spaces here, but you would have another one there and another one there like that, right? Combining like that. So this is definitely not a histogram, right? It is definitely not a bar graph, but it is most definitely a stacked bar graph, right? So I'm sure that we are clear there. And we also show with how we interpret this, right? So we can see that, okay, let's just have a look at one example, right? We're going to have a look at the mathematics literacy learners. In the year of 2014, okay, we see that, so the year of 2014, we see that, okay, there were 312,054 learners that sat for the mathematics literacy exam in 2014, okay? Let's have a look at this one. In 2015, for the mathematics literacy, we had 388,845 learners who sat for the mathematics literacy examination. Okay. In 2016, 361,000. So this is 1,000, right? Okay. 361,865 learners. Okay. Let's go to 2017. 313,030. Okay, let's go to 2018. 294,202. Okay, and let's go to 2019. 298,607 learners set for the mathematics literacy examination. Okay, then the technical mathematics, there were no learners. There were no learners in 2015, no learners in 2016, no learners in 2017, but there were 10,025 learners in 2018, and there were 9,670 learners in 2019. Let's go to mathematics. Same thing. Okay, we had 225,458 learners who sat for the examination, so on and so forth, right? So that is how we basically going to analyze. So we've basically analyzed the stacked bar graph, right? And now we're ready to answer the questions. Okay, so it says that use the graph on annexure C to answer the questions that follow. Okay, name the type of graph in annexure C. Okay, So we're doing question 5.3, guys, now. Okay. We're doing question 5.3 there. Right. So that's that. Okay. It says that name the type of graph given in annexure C. So like I mentioned, guys, this is not a bar graph. It's not a normal bar graph, but it's stacked because we've got information that is stacked on top of each other. It's stacked on top of each other. So it's a stacked bar graph. Okay. Let's just have a look at that spelling. It's a stacked bar graph. Okay. Cool stuff. Question 5.3.2. Write down in words the number of learners who sat for the mathematics literacy examination in 2018. So they want you to basically look at the 2018. This is 2018. And they want you to basically tell them, right, the number of learners who sat for the mathematics literacy examination, right? So here, the number of learners who sat for the mathematics literacy examination in 2018, that's the number of learners there, okay? Right? So that's the number of learners that sat for the mathematics literacy examination. Yo, guys, you know, with this question, please don't be tempted to do this and read off the value there because you will not be accurate. It's given to you guys there, okay? So don't be tempted to go, okay, let me see, I think one, let me see. And then you want to now read off the value there and be like, it's probably 299,000 and let me see, 302. You see, the information is given, right? So just take that value there, it's given. Don't complicate your life, right? And I know when you're writing exams, like learners tend to panic and they tend to even not see information that's given to them, okay? So the information is given there. It's 294,202. So we need to write that in words, right? Do not make the mistake of just writing 294,202. They're saying that you need to basically write down in words, right? The key here is in words, okay? So the 294,202. So we're gonna write it in words. So it is 294,202. Okay. So the 294,202. That's how you write it out in words. Happy. Cool stuff. Let's move on. 5.3.3 is saying determine how many more learners sat for mathematics literacy than for mathematics and technical mathematics combined. Okay. Yo, this question, right? It needs you to read it very carefully. Okay, and be sure what is this question asking for me. So basically, we're trying to compare how many more learners wrote mathematics literacy than how many more learners sat for mathematics literacy than for mathematics and technical mathematics, right? So I'm just gonna write those values for you down first, right? So just have a look at these values in 2019, right? When I have a look at the values in 2019, and you're gonna see, okay, for mathematics, I'm just gonna show you for mathematics, right? Okay, I'm just gonna put it like that, right? So that's 2019. Okay, so mathematics is the first value there. For learners that wrote mathematics, okay, there were 222,034, right? For technical mathematics, I'm just gonna say maths, right? For technical maths, it was 9,670. And for maths lit, I'm just gonna say maths lit, there were 298,607. Right? So now the question is saying to us, right? 5.3.3. Okay. How many more learners sat for mathematics literacy than for mathematics and technical mathematics? So what we're going to do is literally we're going to take the 222,034 minus, right, the 9,670, because that'll tell you, okay, that means that there are how many? Let me actually show you. Okay, so 222,034 minus 9,000 actually 670 tells us that there were 212,364, okay, more learners that sat for mathematics than technical mathematics, right? So if you take this 222,034 minus 9,670, right, you see that there were 212,364 more learners that wrote mathematics than technical maths, right? So there were 212,364 more learners that sat for mathematics than for technical mathematics, right? So basically, I've shown you guys, right, that there were 212,364 more learners that sat for mathematics than for technical mathematics, right? Okay, so this is just an example, 212,364, right? So that you get what the question is asking from you. But, right, in this question, we are asked to determine how many more learners sat for mathematics literacy than for mathematics and technical mathematics, right? So we're going to be looking at the mathematics literacy and minusing, right, the technical mathematics as well as the mathematics to get how many more learners sat for mathematics literacy, right? So for this question, this is just an EG. This is how you're supposed to answer it. So you're going to take the 298,607 minus 202,034 minus 9,670 to get how many more learners set for mathematics literacy than for technical mathematics as well as your mathematics. You're literally going to just subtract like that, right? So we take our calculator and we are going to subtract 298,607 minus 222,034 minus 9,670. Okay, and there were 66,903 learners. 66,903 learners, more learners that sat for mathematics literacy than for mathematics and technical mathematics combined. Okay. Or alternatively, you can just add, because that's it combined, right? Or you can just say, okay, how many more learners sat to write mathematics than for mathematics and technical mathematics combined in 2019, right? So you can just take your technical mathematics and your mathematics and you combine them. So you're going to say 222,034 plus, right, 9,670, right? And you get that value. So it's going to be 222,034 plus 9,670, which is 231,704. Okay. And then from here, because we've combined the mathematics and the technical mathematics, right? And then you're going to simply subtract that value from the mathematics literacy, right? So we're going to take this, right, to the mathematics literacy value, which is 298,607 minus this 231,704 to get how many more learners that sat for mathematics than for technical mathematics and mathematics combined, right? So we're going to say 298,607 minus 231,704, right, which gives us the same value, which is 66,903. Okay, so you can answer it like that, or you can answer it like that. Okay, cool stuff, right? So that is our answer there. Okay, with this question, it's important to understand that you need to subtract because you want to get how many more learners right, that set for mathematics than for these two, right? And we can see that, oh, more learners actually set 66,903 learners set for mathematics compared to your technical mathematics as well as your mathematics combined, right? And then here I was just showing you an example of how you can compare those values for mathematics and technical mathematics. Okay, guys, cool stuff. Let's move on. 5.3.4, calculate the mean number of learners doing mathematics over the period shown. Okay, here, guys, we need to understand, what does mean mean? What does mean? Right? What do they mean when they talk about the mean? Okay, guys, when they talk about the mean, they talk about the average. Okay, they want the average. So you need to calculate the average number of learners doing mathematics literacy over the period shown. So how do you get the average? Okay, to get the average, right? So we're going to literally look at your determine the, okay, so it's calculate the mean number of learners doing mathematics. So you're going to look at the mathematics and you're going to literally add all these values and you're going to divide them by the total number of years. Okay, so it's going to be this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Okay, so to get the average, you're literally going to just take the sum of all these learners that's set to write mathematics. I'm just going to do that so that we see what's going on. So this is question 5.3.4. Okay, so we're going to add all these values. So it's going to be, that's 225458 plus 263903 plus 265810 plus 245103. We're looking at mathematics now, guys. Mathematics. So that is that whole row there. Okay. We're looking at that whole row there. It's that one. It's that one. It's that one. It's that one. That one. And that one. So we're adding all those. Okay. 225458 plus 263903 plus 265810 plus 24510 plus, okay, 103 plus 233858 plus 222034. And then we are going to divide it by the total amount of years that you counted. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a total of 6 years, right? Okay. And then literally we're going to punch this into your calculator to get the total, literally adding, right? And then a hack for this, guys, right? Like I mentioned, you can say, so you can say alpha mode if you're using the Casio calculator. It's 2 for stats and you can press 1, right? And then you can put all these values there, right? So you can put all these values. So let's start. It's 225458 equals, right? 263903 equals 265810 equals 245103 equals 233858 equals 123222, right? 034 equals, right? And then you press the you press the AC button there. Then you say shift stat, right? Shift stat. And then you can press 3 for sum to get the sum of these values, right? So you can press 2. And the sum of these values is, the sum is 1456166 all over, right? All over the 6. All over the 6, right? Or you can just say, okay, I'm just showing you how you can also use a calculator for this question. You can just say shift stat, right? And then you can press the 4 for variance, right? And then this X bar there, means mean, right? So the value of that x with the bar, this one here, is the mean. So you press 2, okay? And then that is your mean, right? Therefore, your mean is equal to 242694.33. All right. So that is your mean, right? And the reason why I've shown you guys this method, because it helps with because when you're going to put all these values in your calculator, sometimes you're most likely to make a mistake, right? But if you can also just use your calculator, if you've got this Casio calculator, it makes it easy for you guys to not make a mistake. Okay. So that is your mean. Your mean is that value. I'm going to show you guys how you can use it, the calculator again, right? So you're going to say alpha mode. You're going to press 2 for stats, right? You're going to press the 1 for variance, right? There. Okay. You're going to put all these values in here, right? You're going to put all these values. So it's going to be 225458 equals 263903 equals 265810 equals 245103 equals 233858 equals 222034 equals, right? So you put all those values like that. Once you've put all those values like that, you press the AC button, okay? You press shift and then you go to the where it says stats like that, né? And then you're going to press 4 for variance, and then there it gives you the mean there. The mean is number 2, and that is your mean that we got there. Okay, and then to even just double check if this 6 is correct, that's the total number of data values that you're given here, the total number of data values, right? You can say shift stat, right? Press the 4, that's the N. Press 1, that's the 6. So that's there. Okay, and then if you also want to just check the sum, if you want to get the sum of something, say shift stat, right? You go to sum, which is number 3, and that is the sum there. It's not the sum of the value of the sum squared. No, it's just the sum. So it's number 2. So it's 2. That's the sum divided by 6. And if you just go to your calculator to get this value, they'll give you the correct value, which is this. Right. So the average number of learners doing mathematics over the period shown, right, is 242,694.33. Okay, and you can also just check that. Okay, you can press comp to go back to the normal function, right? You can just check this value as well. So it's 1456166 divided by 6. You see, it gives us the same value for the mean. Okay, so that is the mean, guys, right? And it's important that you guys remember that the mean means the average. Okay, cool stuff, guys. We are done with 5.3.4. okay, let us continue. Determine the range of the mathematics literacy learners over the period shown. Remember, in the previous questions that we did, there was 5.1, right? We had spoken about range being the maximum value minus the minimum value. If you haven't watched that video, guys, please go check it out, right? Where I explained what is the range, and I given the full definition of the range, and that was for question 5.1.1. And then we said that the range is equal to the maximum value minus the minimum value, right? So we're going to write that down here. Okay, so this is 5.3.5, right? The range, okay, is equal to the maximum value minus the minimum value, right? Okay. Okay, so they want the range of the mathematics literacy learners over the period shown. So we're going to look at the mathematics literacy learners. We're not looking at the mathematics learners, right? Right? We're looking at the mathematics literacy learners, right? So what is the maximum value for the mathematics literacy learners? Okay, I am going to circle it in blue. Okay, So what is the maximum value for the mathematics literacy learners, right? So let's see, is it this one or is it this one? So it's 388 is bigger than 312. Okay, so the maximum value is 388,845, right? And what is the minimum value, right? When you look at the for the mathematics literacy learners, let's see. Which one is smallest between 294 and 298? Right? It's definitely 294. So that is the minimum value, right? So to get the range for the mathematics literacy learners, we are simply going to just take, right, the maximum value of 388,845 minus 294,202, which is going to be equal to 388,845 minus 294,202, which is equal to 94643. Okay, so that is the range. Okay, and woo, finally the last question, and then we can go have ourselves, a break. 5.3.6. The total number of candidates during doing the examinations in the 3 subjects in 2019 was 530,311. So the total number of candidates doing examinations in the 3 subjects in 2019. So when we look at 2019, you guys, there's a lot of highlighting going on here, right? So for this one, you're going to use red, right? For 2019, right, we're looking at 2019 now. Okay, that's what you're looking at. The total number of candidates, right, that wrote were, right, they gave us the total to be 530, right, 311. Okay, so that is what we are told there. Okay, calculate, rounded to 1 decimal place, the difference in the percentage of learners doing mathematics instead of mathematics literacy. So basically in this question, we are dealing with percentage now, right? So they want you to get the percentage of the learners that do mathematics. They want you to get the percentage of the learners that do pure mathematics literacy. And they want you to get the difference in the percentages between the 2 learners. So we're going to do this step by step. We're going to get the percentage for the mathematics learners. We're going to get the percentage for the mathematics literacy learners. And then we're going to subtract those 2 percentages from each other. Okay. So this is question 5.3.6. 5.3.6. Right. So like I mentioned, we're going to get the percentage for the learners that did mathematics. So we're going to go to mathematics. Right. We're going to go to mathematics. That is mathematics there. How many learners said to do mathematics, said for the mathematics examination in 2019? Those are the amount of learners, right? So let's just do that. So for mathematics, let's write down. Okay. I'm going to do it like that so you can see what's going on. And then this is Maths Lit. Okay. How many learners for Maths Lit and how many learners for mathematics? So for mathematics, you've got 222,034, and then for Maths Literacy, how many learners? Set down is 298 and 607. So 298,607, right? We were given the total amount of learners that sat down for the examinations in the period of 2019. The total is 530,313, right? So the total, I'm going to put it there, 530,313, right? So this question wants us to calculate the percentage, right? So how do you calculate the percentage of learners, of learners that sat down to write mathematics from the total, the percentage from the total? So you're going to say that we want the percentage for mathematics literacy. So it's going to be the 222,034, right, divided by the total. So what you want the percentage of the mathematics, right, divided by what you have, which is the total, which is given. And if you want the percentage, you multiply by 100 to get your value. So what you want the percentage of the mathematics divided by what you have, which is the total, and then that will give us the percentage, right? And then with mathematics literacy, what do you want? You want the percentage of the mathematics literacy, which is that, right? You want the percentage of this value from the total, which is 530,311 multiplied by 100. Okay. And then from here, guys, we simply use the calculator. So it's 222,034 over 530,311 multiplied by 100. Okay, so that is 41.33%, right? And then, guys, from the previous question, remember we were working with the we actually changed the mode of the calculator. We said alpha, and then we said mode, and then we said stat, right? And then that changed the mode of the calculator, right? You need to, if you see your calculator, when you're calculating now these new things, we've moved from calculating a mean and things like that, right? And range and things like that. We are not just calculating percentage. So you need to make sure that this stat is not there, right? You need to go back to the original mode of the calculator. So to go back, you're going to say alpha mode, and then you're going to press 1 to take you back and remove that stat there. Please make sure that it's removed when you're calculating percentage, or when you're just doing your normal calculations, okay? Especially that involves fractions. All right, so we got the percentage to be 41.33%. Let's calculate the percentage for the mathematics literacy. What you want divided by what you have. So you want the percentage of the mathematics literacy from the total, right? So it's going to be 298,607 divided by 530,311 multiplied by 100, which is going to be equal to, okay, 56.3. Round it off to 2 decimal places, guys, right? So when you round it off to 2 decimal places, it's going to be 31%. Okay. And the question asked us, what is the question asking us, right? So we've calculated the percentage for the mathematics. We've calculated the percentage for the mathematics literacy. And now we want to calculate the difference in the percentage, right? So you can't just leave your answer there and you're like, oh, I need to 5 marks, right? You need to continue. Right, you need to continue and find the difference in these two percentages, right? So therefore, you're going to say 56.31% minus 41.33%, right? And please, guys, don't say 41.33 minus 56 point, because you're going to have a negative percentage. It's a big number minus a small number, right? Okay. Simply put that into your calculator. 56.31 minus 41.33. And therefore, the difference is 14.98%. Okay, so there's actually 14.98. There's actually 14.98% more learners that said for mathematics literacy than for pure mathematics in the year 2019. Okay, that is what the difference in the percentages tells you. Okay, guys, we are finally done with this paper. I've completed the whole paper, guys. Whole paper done, dusted. We are done with this paper. We are celebrating. We are finally done, right? Like I mentioned, guys, I will be uploading more past papers. I'm going to do a poll on the community, so please make sure that you guys vote, because I'm going to ask you guys, should I do 2019, should I do 2018, should I do 2020? I just want to get a feel of which paper learners want to do more, and I'm going to upload it for you guys, and I'm going to be uploading it faster because June is around the corner, so I need to be quick with the uploading. Please make sure that you are subscribed, guys. Like I mentioned, please make sure that you're subscribed. Do not make that mistake. And also please make sure that you hit the notification bell, because this year we are fighting. We want to pass, and we want to pass very well, and we want to make sure that we understand the concepts. We want to understand why we're doing things. We're not cramming, we are understanding why we're doing the things that we are doing. right? So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this paper. I certainly did. First paper that I've completed in my channel. Woohoo! I'm so happy. Please make sure that you're subscribed because I'm going to be going through paper 2, guys. Paper 2. Right? In the next video, next coming video tutorials, we are going through paper 2. Let me show you guys. We am playing. We are not playing, right? And the next coming video tutorial, we are going to be going through paper 2, guys, right? Of the June 2021 grade 12 mathematics literacy paper, and we're going to be going through question 1 in the first video tutorial in this series. I'll call it a series. Right, I'll be uploading question 1, so please make sure guys that you are subscribed. This one is fun. It covers volumes, surface area. Yeah, it's about to get real now. It's about to get real. So please make sure that you are subscribed, guys. Please make sure that you are subscribed because I'm going to be making sure you understand every single detail in these papers, right? I'm going to be explaining every single thing in depth. So please make sure that you are subscribed, guys. Please make sure that you give this video a huge thumbs up. Please make sure that you comment the comment section and tell me how you found the video tutorials. And yeah, that is it, guys. That is it for your grade 12 mathematics literacy paper 1 that was written in June 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed the series, and I'll see you guys on my next upload. And also with the mathematics literacy learners, y'all are just like amazing in the engagements. I love you guys, right? So please make sure that you keep engaging. Please make sure that you also keep liking the videos. It means a lot to me, guys, and I'll keep uploading to thank you guys, right? And yeah, guys, that is it, and I'll see you guys on my next upload. That is it, guys, and I'll see you guys on my next upload, Distance Learning with Lee, where I make learning mathematics super easy. Bye, guys.